Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. And how are you? I hope you're well. I know we're here on a Tuesday today, but your girl is just coming under the energy of the full moon. It kind of had me down for the count. So I'm here with a little more energy. Taurus, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are somebody who's always here, my ride or dies in the comments, your thumbs up, your subscriptions, your shares, I really appreciate all of it. You guys are amazing. And if you're brand new, you'll know that this is an amazing channel. All of the signs are amazing. This particular reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if you have that sign, I hope you'll hit that subscription button there and join us, join our group here. Taurus, I think what we're going to do this week for the week ahead, we're going to do a couple of hands. We're going to do 2 hands. So I feel like I'm going to do that about every couple of weeks for you here because I think you like it. Turns out that you do. Let's find out what's going on here, Taurus. For you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look, if you're interested in a private read, it's cheaper than you think. Please look below this video. The top of the comment section has a note that's pinned there. If you're interested in a private read, let's find out what's going on for Taurus for the first hand. Let's do 2 hands for you today, Taurus. Tell me what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is always for the week ahead, my friends. So whenever you find it, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate. It is a general reading. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. Taurus, we have victory coming up in the week next week. We do have you, it feels like you're accomplishing something, I want to say. You're accomplishing something after a long, hard battle. I want to say the 6 of Wands is about, it's about victory after the fight, right? So this person has come back from the war, come back from the fight, and they are now claiming victory, right? So I feel like, Taurus, that you might be going back somewhere. Maybe you're going back home, going back to your hometown, flying home. But for others of you, I feel like it's a victory. It's like a personal victory that you're achieving coming out of a hard cycle and about to get the victory. I feel like you're just about to step over the finish line here. I feel like a lot of people will be cheering you on here. We've got maybe at least 5 other people that'll be cheering you on, but it could be more, of course. Tell me what the victory is for Taurus in the week ahead, please. What is this celebratory victory for Taurus? Healing. I love it. Taurus, I love it so much. Guess what? We've got Libra energy here, and so I feel like you are somebody who's really been working hard on your healing. Now, while you're doing that, I feel like you're kind of keeping yourself away from people who might taint the healing. And that will happen, right? As we heal more and more, we look around us and we see, ooh, how did I let that go on for so long? I feel like you are not necessarily communicating with other people on a regular basis, that you're kind of keeping it to yourself a little bit. The 4 of Swords tells me that your victory is that you're actually healing. So you've come from a really hard place or a hard cycle, and I feel like you're really invested in balance and in your healing. Tell me what else the victory is about here. We've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. I want to say that you know that you can heal yourself to absolute complete happiness. But when the 10 of Cups comes in the reverse, it's like, I'm not really sure. It's a question mark. I know that I can have it, but maybe it's just not here yet. I want to say with the 6 of Wands here, I feel like you will have victory in this 10 of Cups here. Taurus, for some of you, it feels like there is a relationship that has fallen apart, or maybe you're having a hardship or a hard time within your family. It could be your family unit where you live in your home, or it could be your mom, sister, dad, brother, cousins, right? It could be that kind of injury here, but it feels to me like somebody is possibly healing from a toxic past with the family, but it feels like you may have had to depart from the family, or maybe just keep them at a distance, keep them behind your boundary here in order to heal. We've got the Knight of Swords here. So it does feel like somebody has been dealing with an aggressive family member or an aggressive family situation where it seems like there's no resolution. So I feel like what you've done is you've pulled away from the family, and maybe you're just not communicating with them as much. Maybe you're keeping them at arm's length. Maybe you're only answering texts instead of seeing them face to face or talking with them over the phone. I feel like your victory is that you have pulled yourself away from this hard situation. 4 swords and 1 is 5. I feel like in this family unit here, that there is conflicts, disagreements, battles, personal attacks, that kind of thing going on. And I feel like somebody here is distancing themselves from it. I'm not saying that you're turning your family off or that you're closing the door and never going back. I feel like you need to have a victory here, Taurus. And so the victory, I feel, is in the healing. And so I feel like you have either an aggressive family member, somebody who doesn't really care how it lands when they say something to you or anybody else. And I feel like you're keeping either that one member at arm's length because they're argumentative. They're somebody who doesn't really, who will say whatever they say, and it's at any cost. They don't really care. They'll just go for the jugular. And that's what it feels like this kind of person is here. Tell me about what Taurus is about to have victory in here. We do have the Page of Coins. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. You found your voice, my friend. That's what it looks like. Look, I feel like you don't want to give up on your family or your friend or whoever this person is that's really aggressive and argumentative. In this unit here, the Ten of Cups to me is like a family unit, or maybe you've got a friend you consider to be family. Take it as it resonates for you. But I want to say here that I love this energy here because you intend on going back. You intend on going back during a celebration. So it might be a birthday or a wedding or one of the specific calendar holidays, right? I feel like you do intend on having a reunion with these people. You do intend on going back home after the fight, but I feel like you intend on going back after you've healed. We do have Libra energy here and here. So I feel like you are very invested in being very honest and balanced and very effective with your words, I want to say. So I feel like while you're healing, what you're learning, Taurus, is you're learning to talk to them in a different way. The way is of the Queen of Swords. She never means to be angry or pissed off. When she's in the upright, she is quite noble. She's careful with her words, but understand that she will not mince those words. She will say, y'all are acting a fool. You need to figure out what you're going to do, or I'm going to be backing away from the whole lot of you. So I feel like you're going in as the Queen of Swords when you do go back home, that there is going to be a happy celebratory reunion here with the Page of Pentacles. They see you as a child. So I want to say that it's probably somebody who is in a family unit. So it's somebody who's in your family that you live with, in your home, your spouse, your children, or it's your parents. It could be your parents or a cousin or a sister or a brother. It feels like they see you as a child who's at the beginning of things and really can't fend for themselves. They see you as someone who's just beginning. But I feel like you're more than that. I want to say that they see you as a child, but I don't think that you are. I think you are a whole adult, and I think you're making your own decisions here, Taurus. Tell me what you're going to do about this Knight of Swords, because somebody here is about to be really aggressive with you, but you're healing and going back in as the Queen of Swords. You're not giving up. We do have the Ten of Swords. So it feels like you're going in to tell them when you see them the next time, you're going in to tell them, look, I've got some boundaries. And these are the boundaries. You say that, you do this, you do that thing, I'm out. And you will never see me again. I feel like you're going to be very honest with this, whoever this person is or people who are being very aggressive with you, you're going to put your foot down and say, look, it's done. No more betrayals, no more harsh endings, no more harsh words. Stop with the drama and the fighting, or you're going to be on the outside looking in. The Queen of Wands means business. Do not test the Queen of Wands. You test your God before you test the Queen of Wands, because she is not beyond going on her path by herself. She is independent. She knows she can have what she wants at any time. She's a master manifester. She's a business owner. She's someone who colors outside the lines, and she doesn't give a crap what anyone else says. So I feel like somebody here is taking charge of the situation as the Queen of Wands. And you're just going to tell these people, look, if you want an ending, I'll give you an ending. I'll show you exactly what the ending is going to be. And then I'm going to carry on like nothing ever happened. And I'm going to continue to get my victories, right? Because the Queen of Wands is the badass. She's the one that's had all the things thrown at her, right? She's the one, and I say she because there's a woman on the card, but please understand that I'm not reading body parts. I'm reading feminine and masculine. She is a feminine leaning energy, but she also does have masculine energy, mostly because she, in this particular energy, is single, right? She is an individual, right? She's independent of everyone else, and so she can do what she wants. And so I feel like with this energy here that you're just saying to them, look, if you're going to be that way, then we can just call it and let's just call it right now, and let's just not talk to each other again. And I'm not going to be troubled by it at all. It's not going to be a problem for me. I'm just going to carry on with my life as is. We've got the Death card, we've got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Eight of Wands. They need to stop with the sharp words. That's what I feel like. The Death card and the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Wands, right? We've got 9 wands here. It's like you're this close to saying, I'm out. But I feel like what you want to try and do is go in for one last shot to transform the situation as the Queen of Swords. And if they're not going to stop these harsh words, right? This is masculine energy. Fire is all predominantly masculine energy. I want to say that that you're about to tune somebody in, or tune in a group of people and let them know exactly where you stand. Put up your boundaries and say, look, y'all can do what you want. You can make your choices, do what you want. You don't have to comply with anything that I say, but I'm behind my boundaries. And if you want to speak with me, you're going to have to comply with my boundaries, which is don't talk to me like that. You're just going to tell them exactly what's up. Woo! Somebody is taking charge of a situation in order to get balance. You're forcing balance is what I think. And then we have the Five of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, you haven't done this yet. You're going to do it in the week ahead. With the Five of Wands, it's like, I'm not really sure. I'm holding back. There's a little bit of indecision. But I think that you're forcing balance here because it's something that you just absolutely need. We have Scorpio energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We do have Leo energy as well. Alrighty then. Let's get another deck for you here, Taurus. Somebody is going to be tuning people in this week. I'm going to tune you in, tell you exactly who I am. You're going to see exactly who I am. All right. Tell me what else is up for the Bull Gang, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. What else does Taurus need to know for the week ahead? We're looking at June, right? Tell me what's going on for Taurus. In the week ahead, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What else do we need to know about Taurus, please? Ten of Swords is here. So it feels like something is about to change, come to an end possibly. I think it is something that has been lingering, I want to say, Taurus. It feels like it's been lingering for a while. And so this is painful, but you'd rather go through this in order to get to the Ace of Swords, right? Because although this is a sad ending, it's hard, it's painful, it's betrayal, it's also a release, right? A lot of us, we kind of fight the ending because we know it's going to hurt. We know it's going to hurt us and we don't want it to end. But just please remember that after we get to the ending, then we get to heal after that. So it feels like somebody here was trying to hold off the ending. Tell me about the Ten of Swords, please. What else do we need to know? We've got the Chariot. We've got the Ten of Wands. See, that's the thing. The Ten of Wands, right? It's telling me you get to put down the burdens. I mean, I know this is a horrible, awful ending. Like, I feel like it was a betrayal, that you feel betrayed by someone. It could be a Cancer. Could be a Libra, a Gemini, Aquarius, maybe an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Somebody here you feel betrayed by. It's like... you are now that it has ended, now that the ending has come here, you are rapidly moving toward dropping all of these burdens about it here. The Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is the one who is a little bit aggressive, right? And I want to say this was a really aggressive ending for you. So let's find out how this ending happened and what it's about, because it feels like it had something to do with somebody who is kind of callous, I want to say, or if they're not a callous kind of person, like harsh, I want to say, that they act that way on the surface. They act that way on the surface because they're scared to show their feelings on the surface because they've been hurt before. Now, I feel like you're going to get the victory here, but I want to say that this wasn't a really aggressive ending the way it happened here, and it caused a lot of burdens for you. And I think it was due to somebody who would rather speak to you in swords, be aggressive with their words, rather than bringing their feelings to the surface and telling you exactly how they felt about the situation. What ended, please? Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Why did this end and what ended? We've got the Page of Wands. For some of you, you could be separated from a child, somebody who you're not speaking with or who has their back turned to you here. It feels like it's been painful. It feels like a painful betrayal here. We do have the Tower. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel as though this was a really harsh ending with the Ten of Swords and the Tower. It feels like when the Tower fell, that it fell on you. That's what it feels like here, because she's, we can see her here she's bent over here, and we can see that she's got the swords in her back. I want to say that when all of this fell, it's like somebody blamed you for everything that went on. I feel like for some of you, it could be a child, I should say, with the Page of Wands being here. It could be a masculine child, but it is somebody who you haven't spoken with in a while. I feel like you're probably going to get some sort of an aggressive message. Like, I feel like you're going to get some sort of a message from a child possibly, or someone who's younger than you. It doesn't have to be a child. Someone who maybe is acting childish, or someone who is acting sort of younger than their years. It feels like with the Page of Wands that this person doesn't really have any structure. Like, they're kind of in and out. They do what they want. They're a person who kind of is fighting against the system in the wrong way. It feels like they're somebody who keeps like job hopping, or somebody who doesn't have much stability in their life, and it's causing a tower. And I feel like this person is probably going to come back to you and ask you for help, or ask you to help work on it with them. It's kind of like to save them. What's the Eight of Pentacles here? What's the Eight of Pentacles, please? We've got the Four of Pentacles, we've got the King of Swords, and the Justice card. So it feels like that. I feel like if you haven't heard from a child, you will hear from that child. But listen, it's not going to be beautiful and kind and, oh, I've missed you. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be kind of harsh. Somebody is going to call you up who has not been vulnerable with you, and they are going to tell you, look, I demand that we get some justice, and this is the way it's going to go. You understand? So I feel like this child or person who's younger than you, it doesn't have to be your child. It just has someone who's the Page of Wands, someone who really doesn't take on responsibility, or maybe shirks the responsibility of life. I'm going to say that they, this is van life. This is somebody who just wants to live in the bush, and like, maybe it's not that, but you know what I mean. It's someone who is not following society. In fact, they're kind of fighting against being structured, having structure, having pentacles in their life, but they're coming back to you because you're the Eight of Pentacles. You're the person with the solutions, not the problems. You know what I mean? So whether you are a sister or a brother or a friend to this person, I feel like this person's showing up as being really immature, or being someone who is a child. So the Four of Pentacles is telling me that this person has not been vulnerable with you. In fact, they've been shut off, shut down, not sharing with you, very miserly. But I think that they show up this way, right? When they do end up communicating with you, because the Page of Wands is the communication, when they do communicate with you, it is in a way of demand. It's like, I demand this, I demand that. This person is going to be very honest, truthful, but cutting. I feel like this person doesn't mean to be cutting, but I feel the truth that they give you is going to be cutting. And so I feel like with the Justice card here, for some of you, we could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. But regardless of that, the Justice card is here. The truth is coming out. And it feels like I want to say that it's by no means all your fault. And I feel like this person is showing up in your life, making demands, being very honest with you. Look, we haven't spoken in a while, but I'm about to be very honest with you. I need to talk about the situation so we can have justice, so we can even the scales here. Why do we need justice? Tell me about Taurus. The Empress, the Five of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I want to say, Taurus, that this person who's coming toward you here sees you as the person who's got your crap together, right? The person who's very even, who's very balanced, who knows all the energies of the queens, someone who is very rounded, someone who is always giving good advice, who's creative, might be a mother or a father, feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates, but we know who the beef is with here, right? We see who the beef is with. We see that there's been conflict, disagreements, and battles between you and somebody else here. And I want to say that if you should let this person in, and you can overlook the fact that they're being a bit of an asshole when they arrive, like this person's showing up after a long time of not talking with you, and they're showing up with all sorts of demands, right? This is the truth. This is what you did to me. Me. It's a child, right? Or someone who's really immature. So it does feel like whether this is love or a child, like you're the parent possibly. I do see the Empress as a mother or someone who's with child, but this could be that they see you as abundant, your life is grand, everything's going on fine, but you have worked for everything that you've gotten here. This person, I feel, has been concealing themselves from you or just not saying anything to you. I feel like after we have this conversation here, this ego battle here or whatever it is, I feel like things do move in a fortunate way. Why is that? Yeah, I feel like you just carry on. I feel like you say to this person, look, go ahead and say what you got to say, but I'm the Queen of Wands. I make the decisions here. I'm the person who makes the decisions about my life. So if you want to go back to your comfort zone, you go ahead and go back to your comfort zone, and don't bring me your toxicity, because I feel like there is somebody here who has comfort in their toxicity. So they could be somebody that you know, don't have to be a child, but somebody that you know who's impulsive, who's very risky, is doing risky behaviors, it feels like. And I feel like this person has a toxic comfort zone. I feel like the Queen of Wands is telling me that you're like, you better back up behind that boundary, because I know what I know, and my life is going to carry on fine. So if you'd like to speak with me, you're going to have to leave your toxicities behind if you want to be in my life. Somebody here's got to lay the law down, either on a friend, a member of the family, or somebody who won't leave you alone, that keeps coming from the past to date you. Who is the Page of Wands, please? We've got the Three of Wands. You know that they're on the way. It's like they keep coming back round, right? It's like this situation keeps happening over and over again, and you keep telling them, look, no, I'm not changing. I'm solid, steady, sturdy. I've got my ground, and I'm not moving. I know who I am. I know my worth, and I know I've done good for myself. Whatever you do is up to you. I feel like you know through some sort of manifestation, or maybe you keep manifesting that they come back. You might be someone who is their father or their mother, right? The King of Cups is here. Somebody who gives tough love. That's how I see Scorpio. This is also Cancer and Pisces, because we're in a general reading. But it does feel like somebody here, someone sees you as the authority, and this person keeps coming back to test you. And you're finally going to say to them, look, we had an ending here. And if it is what it is, and you want my help, then you're going to have to do something that's going to cause a Tower here. Tell me why the Tower's here. King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Swords. You're going to have to heal your emotions. You're going to have to heal your fire. You're going to have to get some structure. You're going to have to grow up. Like, I feel like you're telling this person, look, you can be in my life. It's not like I don't want to be in your life, but if you can't grow up, if you can't heal the Queen of Cups, if you can't heal the King of Wands, and more and more, I think it might be somebody who's related to you, because we got the King and the Queen here, and there are soulmates here, and this is not, it could be romantic for you, it doesn't have to be, but it feels like somebody here knows somebody like themselves. So whoever that is for you, that this person, I feel, is someone who is grown, I want to say, but they act childish. So I want to say that you're going to say to this person, look, this door is closed unless you decide to heal whatever it is that you need to heal. Taurus, I feel like, I feel like it's a confusing time for you. It's emotional because I think you really love this person. We have the King and the Queen of Cups here. I feel like you have a deep love for this person, no matter what relationship they are to you. And I feel like this person moves quickly, says things they don't mean, and they cause burdens with other people, and then it causes endings. But you keep allowing them to come back in because you love them. You're trying to get them to realize that you do love them by giving them exactly the truth. What everyone else won't give them is what you're willing to give them. You're like, look, I love you. That's the breakthrough. That's the realization. This is what the sun is shining on, right? That I have to be honest, truthful, give them great clarity, and tell them, look, there is triumph here. We can fix this, but we have to sit down and have a conversation in love. It can't all be masculine, harsh energy. It's got to be some feminine, soft energy. We can talk, but we're going to have to do it in this way. The sun is here, and I feel like somebody here might decide that, okay, maybe I was a little bit harsh with my words, and maybe it did cause some burdens here. I feel like somebody is wanting to come back and fix things with you here. We have the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So they definitely are someone that you either wish to be in the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles with, or somebody that you wish to be in a long-term relationship with, love and family, or they are family. So take it as it resonates for you, Taurus. I'm going to leave that right there for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching this. I'll be back because I'm always back, and you know it, I'll be back for some bonus reads. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Love you. Bye.